And I think there's two different points to talk about here. One is, yes, creating an affiliate network. TikTok Shops has done this great thing to prove to the world that, look, you don't actually need it. The way that we're getting affiliates, the way the merchants are getting affiliates right now is antiquated. You DM everyone individually, you create a deal, you create a coupon code, a special link, you track sales, and then you pay them as a result of that. Like that type of pay to play world is going to be over, and it's going to be replaced by the social platform itself. Having the transaction happen on its site and controlling the links and provide and having first party data, so their data is really unimpeachable. I think what TikTok Shops is shown is that share a sale is absolutely obsolete. There's no share a sale 10 years from now does not exist. It shouldn't, if you look at their website, it looks like someone lost the keys to be able to edit that website 10 years ago. Yeah. So 10 years from now, it will not exist, I don't think, or at least in the way that it does today. And when TikTok has also made it so like almost every brand can be its own MLM right out of the gate. But I think that the affiliate thing that they did is creative and really well done, and Facebook and YouTube will adopt that because it just makes so much sense. But I think that is something even different than, look, you discovered a product on this site from an ad or from an affiliate. Doesn't even matter which one. Like Facebook, you probably still discover more things from ads than you do from creators and affiliates. You discover a product from an ad, you go to the Facebook shop and make a purchase. Facebook owns all of that data and has, right now, no one trusts Ad Manager. That's why on Triple Whale, there's like 5 or 10 different forms of like ordered of attribution. You can use UTM parameters. You can use Facebook Ad Manager. You can use their own, there's so many different forms. Right. 7 years, when I was running native, you could trust Facebook like there's no tomorrow, because they're like, look, we understand all of the data. Post iOS 14.5 is kind of a lot more gray. And creating Facebook Shop brings in all of that data again and makes it crystal clear. Yeah. The other thing is that the way that Facebook could win here is to say, look, we're subsidizing this, and currently they're already doing that. In the past couple of weeks, I've been thinking about this. So I asked a big ad agency. I don't want to name them because I don't want to ruin their relationship with anyone. But I asked a big ad agency. I was like, "What are you seeing with Facebook Shops?" And they're like, "We've seen some ups and downs. The subsidies are obviously great, and they push people towards Facebook Shops. The downs don't necessarily do that." But right now it's mixed results and it's too early to tell. But if Facebook really gets behind it and says, we're going to subsidize shops more, people will switch to shop. Like if someone said to you, Nick, all of your brands can have their CPA that they have today if they get off of use Facebook Shop, or they can have 2x CPA, but they can drive the ad to their website on Shopify. They'd all say, I want Facebook Shop. I don't give 100%. A shit where the sale happens. Right. Facebook Shop or Shopify, whatever. All I care about is the transaction getting done and me getting the money. And so I think Facebook really is in control here. And it's just a function of how long does it take them to build out a Shopify competitor internally, if that's their focus. A few years ago, they didn't have reviews. A few years ago, they didn't offer promotion codes. Now they offer both. Are they going to create subscriptions? Are they going to create an A+ page or a product detail page? If so, I think you're right. I bet it's probably around 5% of orders right now are lost on Shopify as a result of Facebook Shops and TikTok Shops, maybe even less. 5 years from now, I think it's 25% or 40%. Yeah, and that is really scary if you're a Shopify.
Yeah. The other thing to think about too is the value of the first party data that you get on the site. So right now, Facebook doesn't give you an email address because they know exactly who that user is. What happens to the value of email and the email list that you build on your Shopify site? And how do you capture people who visit your Facebook shop but then don't purchase? Do you have to pay to play? Facebook has messenger ads that are dirt cheap to send mass blast to anybody who's signed up on the list. Is that the new form of email that we have to think about? I think it is going to be something similar.
It just seems it just seems to make so much sense because Facebook starts eating up Shopify's sales. Yeah. And not to do that to fuck Shopify, but to say, look, we're going to get better data. And it's going to be way more powerful if you can retarget people that visited your Facebook shop instead of your Shopify shop. Because we know what happened on Facebook. We know exactly. And Facebook's data will forget about getting more clear the way it was 5 years ago, get even better. We know what products they looked at. We understand SKUs. We understand price points. We understand bundles. We understand even delivery timeframes. And so I think that it could be a radical change inside the e-commerce ecosystem. And I think Shopify becomes Zapier then. Getting in, zapping in all of these sales from all of these shops and zapping them out to your 3PL.
Yeah, that's actually a fantastic way to think about it. The other thing too is, like the data that we lose now is if you go to Everlane and you choose to look at a beige colored top versus a navy blue top, Facebook used to get that data, and then your DPA ads from half days would show a navy blue jacket versus a beige or whatever the one that is
Sure.
you looked at there. We're going to now get that data, and on the same thing with TikTok shops. Going through the process of uploading products into TikTok shop, they are collecting so much data on what exactly is in the products you're uploading. So like when we uploaded a product for Long Weekend, it was like, what's the ingredient list?
Yeah.
What is the certification? What is it, natural? Is it organic? Whatever. And that's just adding so much more zero party data to my profile. If I buy from that brand, now in 2 years from now, when it becomes even more sophisticated, like their data set is, I think, going to be incredibly powerful.
Yeah, we both know a guy in California who's killing it on TikTok shops.
Yeah.
Like when I think about that guy, I think, does he give a shit about his Shopify store? And I think the answer may be no. And he's probably doing $40 million in revenue a month. And I think he doesn't give a shit about his Shopify store. And that is scary.
Agreed.